First thing I gotta do though, I hit past level 18, so we have fluid sac.
이것도 받아보시게나.
Unfortunately for a character I never
관리자님,
use. But
잠시 자리를 비우셨군요. 대기하겠습니다.
I mean, it's better than nothing, isn't it? I'm glad that you get free ego. Yeah, there's another ego that we'll be getting very soon. I want to point out that there's 4 levels of the battle pass where you get Deca extract tickets. 42, 44, 52, and 54 all give you a bunch. So you get a ton of pulls. Hi! Did you see that they are turning Don and Faust into furries? Yeah, but only Faust looks good. Did you buy them? I can't answer that question. Sorry, Joel. Okay, 2 stars. Maybe there'll be ones we don't actually have. I was wrong. Okay, whatever. I just want anything that I don't already have. And it looks like it's not gonna give the... That's 5 2 stars.
안녕하세요.
Oh!
제 흥을 돋구게 될 곳이 여기라고 들었어요?
Jefe de los Mariachis Sinclair. Yo. That's one of the good ones, isn't it? I really just pulled 7 Association you sang 3 times, didn't I? Alright, last one. Am I gonna get anything cool at all? Nope. Alright.
파우스트예요.
Oh.
잘 부탁드려요.
That's pretty good, isn't it? This is one of the best identities in the game, I'm pretty sure. How many 2 stars am I actually missing? I'm only missing 2 that are just kind of eh. I would really like some of the 3 stars next time. I'm glad that I got new stuff, though. That's really cool. Good day, Thiago. Good day, Scarfy. LCR Faust. Yeah, I can actually use a Faust that's not the W Corp one now. Judging from chat, you got the funniest ID. Yeah, I did. I did, in fact, get Sinclair with maracas, who I will now uptie because I want to use new stuff today.
더 유쾌한 연주로 보답드릴게요.
Use it on Sinclair, do it. No, I'm gonna get him up to level 10 because that's what level everyone else is at. Pinata party. This is such a weird identity. You want me to do that? The child's eyes quivered, his skin went pale, and his well-furbished mustache wriggled like a caterpillar. Who? Wait, which sinner has a mustache? I don't think any of them do. Jefe, he's feeling uneasy. It's all up to you to cheer him up, aye, Novato? Another child softly comforted him. All the other children had their eyes fixed on the one they called Jefe, or boss, who was holding maracas in trembling hands. You see, Novato, this is like a rite of passage. Sip, that's right. It's something all true purveyors of joy ought to experience to be un verdadero mariachi. The appointed child's face was so pale it was starting to take on a shade of lead. But I've heard the stories. If I say that to our Jefe Sinclair, Sip, your head will go pop. For sure, un cranio explosivo. What did I just say? The child angrily argues, but the other children shake their heads and say the same thing. We all went through it once. The child let out a long sigh after that. Then, he realized that there was no way out of it. The child carefully opened his mouth and spoke to the boss. Boss, prepare the Pinata party before that sentence could finish. Shaka. A wee spout of blood gushed out of the head of the child who mentioned Pinata. Bien hecho, Novato. Zip, the boss, has entered boss mode. The rest of the children scratched themselves on the backs of their respective heads as they watched the fainted child with proud eyes. From the looks of things, it seems to have reminded of them of their own experiences. Watson? And I get free lunacy from it, too. I kind of want to just do a pull. Quick. Because I have enough to do one. See, I've got plenty of free... Joel, look away. I've got plenty of free, and we'll be able to do another pull at the end of the day anyways. Another 10 pull, I mean. I'm looking. Shut up. No, you're not. Alright, that wasn't worth it. Whatever. What is that? Don't worry about it, okay? How could you? What do you... No. I don't want to extract again. Go back. I have to upgrade the other one now. I didn't actually look at what Sinclair did at all. That's fine.
이번에도 노력은 했지.
This is one of us, eh, Lotus? All I bought was the BP. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna get any more, because the two things that I got, you can only buy once anyways. Yuri at home? Okay. I guess it is just Yuri's identity. The child had nothing left. There was too much she had lost. Her lost right eye, her lost colleagues, her lost workplace, her lost trust. Countless other lost things flashed together in her mind. The job's done. I'll be heading back. After that short report, the child shoved the transmitter into her pocket. The world within her single-lens view in her pocket. A dead person, separated into two halves, succumbed on the cold floor of the back streets, illuminated by an ill-maintained blue blinking and flickering light that was in her pocket. Do you know? The child asked a question to someone who couldn't reply, because they were in their pocket. The child, expecting nothing as an answer, goes on. When will Faust's work be recognized? When she stops speaking in third person, probably. No one, not even a common insect, is there to lend an ear to her withered lament. When will I be free of the stigma that binds me to a fallen wing? If there is one thing she hasn't lost, it would be a fact tying her to the old L-Corp. Yes, the fact that she once worked for the company where my children resided. Is there a reason why I had to come out alive from that living hell? Is there any place that needs me? Did anybody else survive that sudden burial? What was the meaning of those shining nights and sunless days? The child let out a small sigh. There is nothing Faust can know. Her tiny breath scattered away before it could fill that small corner of the alley. LCR Faust talk less in third person? No. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's a poise thing? And rupture, that's probably why it's better. If user took no damage last turn, coin power +3. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it's slash and pierce. Let me quickly... Level 10 is where I want everything to be right now, which is technically underleveled. The start of a turn, if at 4+ poise, gain 2 haste. Okay, well they did kinda buff poise, so I guess. It's Clerk Faust, yeah. What do you do? On a heads, inflict 4 sinking. Okay. Gain poise, inflict sinking a lot, okay. Target's SP is below 0, boost crit chance proportional to target's SP? Lower user's stagger threshold by 50% of damage. Dope. I mean, this move isn't that good. But this one, though, this is amazing. I also don't know how to pronounce any of this. It's an evade, of course. After a successful evade lowers stagger threshold by the evade skill's power at a 5 times glue resonance percent chance, and one ally with the highest SP deals 10% damage to the enemies with lower SP. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I have to rewatch these stories because the cutscenes were broken when we got them on Wednesday. Did I miss Mexican Sinclair? Yeah, I pulled him. So we're gonna rewatch Rhodia and Minnersalt's cutscenes. Splendid. Simply splendiferous. How fortunate is the world to have such a wonderful person. No, how unfortunate is the world to be plagued with so many defects pretending to be human. Meeting the one who grips opened my eyes. I had been living a blasé life, ignoring those foul stenches prevalent in the streets. The voice of the one who grips upturns my foolish thoughts and cultivates the right mindset. Ever since my first calling as a hammer, it was the voice of the one that soothed me with each swing. Ah, why was I ever scared to destroy the impure? Why didn't I notice sooner that those impure beings are tainting the soil they trample on? That's when I realized. My beautiful hometown wasn't safe from those defiled heretics who roam freely without a hint of shame. On my first week of becoming a Mittelhammer, I pleaded with the one who grips that I wished to right the degenerate future of my dear home. The one who grips had blessed me with a merciful smile as always. You may do so. Ah, I knew it. I must be the chosen one. That night, many towers were made out of Backstreet's dwellers. Oh, sorry. Those who were heretics, to be exact. To see them pierced and hung far from the earth, it brought me such joy. Why, I could just kiss the cleansed soil of my dear hometown. Yeah, Faust is the one who grips. In that universe. Which means we'll probably be getting a 3-star Faust outfit for N-Corp. The other one is not this Mirsalt, it's this one. I actually like Liu Mirsalt better, personally, but that's just me. Lord, Faust became insane. She wasn't already. The child was surrounded by people in thick suits of armor. Each individual carried a large nail in one hand, and in the other was a hammer so massive that it almost seemed improbable to hold it with a single grip. Hear me, Grosshammer. One of them approached the child to report. The shadows of heresy are no longer seen in this area. The child, referred to as a Grosshammer, gently exhaled. His breath trembled ever so slightly. You may return now. The child's voice is always low and aloof. His vocalizations were reflected by the mask that covers his face at all times, giving his voice a holy-sounding echo. What about you, Grosshammer? I have a duty to see it to the end, for the one who grips has ordered it. Yeah, I'm doing good, Tiger Wolf. How are you? If that is what the one who grips wishes. Clatter, clatter. All the others left the space, leaving the child alone in that corpse-littered corridor. The child removes his mask. It revealed his concealed side. A small mechanical device covers his mouth. Green tubes are eerily embedded in his skin. Right, that gadget must belong to K-Corp. Lotus, it says it when Faust talks in Rhodia's cutscene. Her title is The One Who Grips. Which is a stupid name, by the way, but my faith is draining. The child's voice was now far shakier. It wasn't brought about by fear or dread. It's a swelling, the struggle of something trying to break free. Ugh. The tremble soon subsides, however. It seems the child did something with the device about his mouth. The liquid in its tubes drained into it in an instant. I am purity. Clatter, clatter. A hammer, loyal to the one who grips. The child wore his mask once again. Thus, he walked away, muttering to himself. District 11, K-Corp's district. My district, in fact. You should level up some more? No, I'll be fine. Look at the recommended level. There is none. Virgilius informs us where we will be going next. While everyone seems happy and energetic, one sinner is reacting rather strangely. I mean, this is the end game, so if I have to level up, I'll do it. The sun is almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. Oh, don't start humming that song. I haven't had any trouble yet. Charon, please. Charon's humming his song while driving. I found myself singing along in my head to that strangely familiar tune.
아름다운 연주는 세상의 망가진 것들에게서부터 나옵니다. 아이러니한 이치죠.
Virgilius spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat.
하나, 온전히 음유를 느낄 수 있는 것은 정작 그들의 몫이 아니니 이 얼마나 억울합니까?
Sing Merry Christmas. Why don't you just start singing Mariah Carey songs? Hey, startup.
카론, 오늘은 기분이 좋아 보이는구나.
Charon nodded.
응. 기분 좋으면 노래를 부르는 거야.
그래. 하지만 너는 오히려 울적할 때 그 노래를 흥얼거렸던 것 같은데.
카론, 그런 기억 없어.
Yeah, what happened to Lapis that turned her into this, by the way? Because it's the same person, right?
카론은 즐거울 때만 노래해.
Virgilius's eyes seemed to well with a subdued shade of dark. The kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a color. Who? Read Leviathan. But it only lasted for a brief moment. So I decided to dismiss it as the vivid sunset playing tricks with the light.
이제 카론이 흥얼거리는 세상은 고요한 무채색입니다. 길고 긴 터널 속을 헤어나오지 못하고 있으니.
Dang, Virgil being sad. I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life that I've forgotten, Charon and Virgilius must have their own threads of cruel reminders.
이런, 너무 개인적인 이야기는 그만하기로 하죠, 단테.
Dante.
당신의 업무는 나와 친분을 쌓는 것이 아니라 저들을 관리하는 것이니까.
When I looked at his face again, that momentary hint of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. What happened in the book? Virgil either owned or ran an orphanage, and it got destroyed by Tamari, and Lapis was the child who survived that. Yo, thanks for the sub, Xeonis. Dante, what do you mean your sinners aren't max level? Back to the mirror dungeons, Dante. Yeah, she was one of the children, yeah. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on the sinners. Our bus passengers have had lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden bow for the first time. Yeah, Garnet was the other one, that's right. All the sinners were busy talking about their exploits in J-Corp's district.
내가 그때 딱 카드 내는 걸 봤어야 했는데 진짜 명장면이었다니까.
아, 저 이야기만 7번째 들으니까 슬슬 지겨워져서 그러는데. 그래서 이번엔 어디로 가는 거지?
Greg is still the most down-to-earth out of all of them. Oh yeah, I never actually checked. Oh, I can't change that here, okay?
이번 목적지는 K사 동지다.
Oh, we're just going straight to the nest? That sounds like a terrible idea.
아, 11구? 덕분에 평생 가보지도 못했을 것 다 돌아다니네.
그곳에도 손에 꼽히는 대단한 분이 계신다네. 아마 근처에 기념품 가게도 있을 것이야. 난 한정판 피규어 세트를 꼭 사고 싶었어.
Don, I need you to shut up.
오, 거기 햄버거 맛있다고 유명한 프랜차이즈 식당 있지 않았어?
Hamburg steak.
요즘에는 세상 살기가 편해진 모양이군. 내가 임무를 위해 행군을 할 땐 입에 소금만 물고 가는 것이 전부였다.
I haven't read the book that precedes the Odyssey, but I know it has the same main character. I don't even remember what it's called. The Iliad, that's what it is. Because the Iliad takes place, and then the next thing that happens is the Odyssey. Dong dong.
그러게 말이에요. 제가 항해할 때 목구멍에 넘길 수 있는 음식이라곤 철맛이 나는 통조림 수프가 전부였는데.
Canned soup.
침 고인다. 그렇지 않아, 류시?
She doesn't like talking about food that doesn't taste good.
뭐 지역마다 다를 피의 색을 생각하니 침이 고이긴 하군.
What?
진짜 무슨 얘기를 못 하겠어. 꼬맹이, 너는 뭐가 먹고 싶어?
This game calls his short in his own identity stories. Even if he isn't actually short, it's a running joke. Yeah, he doesn't look happy. Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Rhodia naturally turned to Sinclair. However,
싱클레어? 어머, 얘 왜 이래?
yeah, no problem, Taffik. Have a good sleep.
하얗게 질렸군. 과호흡과 오한도 관측된다.
How long has he been like this?
베르길리우스님이 케이사라는 언급을 했을 때부터입니다.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you tell me earlier?
명령이 없었기 때문입니다.
Alright. Hey, Mersal, tell me about this thing that I haven't noticed yet. Imagine that. Mersal stared at me like I was at fault for not doing the obvious.
속이 갑자기 안 좋아져서요. 죄송해요.
진짜 괜찮은 거 맞아?
Now that I think about it. For the record, I already knew this was Sinclair's chapter. I can't avoid everything, but I don't really know what happens in it. So, now that I think about it, Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has visceral reactions to the destinations that Virgilius reveals. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out that the place does have a history with the person in question. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company? Dante did just use his brain.
우리라고 칭하시는군요.
Yes, we did, Faust. Huh?
미묘한 변화의 차이를 감지하는 것도 저의 주 임무라서요. 그리고 수감자들의 입사 이유에 대해서는 상세히 알려드릴 수 없지만 저희가 가야 할 행선지와 수감자 각각의 신변이 어느 정도 관련이 있다는 사실은 부정할 필요가 없겠죠.
기다 아니다부터 말하면 될걸. 쓸데없이 혓바닥을 길게 누리는 건 배운 놈들 특기인가?
Alright, Heathcliff, fair enough.
두갈적 발화가 언제나 옳지는 않아요. 파우스트는 그때그때의 가장 효과적인 방식을 선택할 뿐이랍니다.
I have no idea what Hysteron Proteron means.
뭐?
Exactly.
배운 사람이라서가 아니라 당신이 너무 못 배운 사람이라
Okay.
파우스트의 말이 헷갈린다고 한 거예요.
Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his bat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. The bus finally quieted down after that. Dang. I feel bad for Sinclair. He's just a good boy. He's trying so hard. He's trying so hard to do his job correctly. And he just is being ignored by everyone else. There are 22 missions in this chapter. Inspection. Level 16, we'll be fine. We were doing the level, like, 15 missions in the last chapter, and it was alright. To everyone's surprise, we're told that our destination is K-Corp's nest. The entry procedures one must go through to set foot in a nest are supposedly quite complicated. Alright. We gotta pick our team for today. I think we've gotta use these two,
흔들어보죠.
because they're new here. And then these two,
이곳에
because
있나니.
they have their current target extraction right now. I don't know who the last one should be, but I could just bring Greg some more since he's pretty reliable. Also, yeah, N-Corp Rhodia is insanely good. Bring Don. I will not bring Don. She doesn't have an identity. I could bring Liu Gregor, actually. LCCB. Alright. Did you add the T on purpose? LCB Heathcliff is great. Yeah, but I don't want to use the characters that don't have an identity. They're less interesting. I'll bring Ishmael just because we haven't brought her before, really. So the team is mostly new. Rhodey is the only recurring character.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
I already know I've fought the enemies in the mirror dungeons. Everyone was here Wednesday. I know what to expect. She has gun. True. Shortly after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with.
그나저나 아까는 11구 뒷골목으로 간다는 걸 K사라고 잘못 말한 거지?
No, I think he meant the nest, Greg.
딴지 걸기엔 다들 들떠 보이는 분위기라 타이밍을 놓쳤는데.
난 어지간해서는 잘못 말하는 법이 없다.
I rarely misspeak, if ever.
맞게 들었어, 그레고르. 우리는 K사 둥지로 간다.
아니 근데 둥지로 들어가려면
I need to go back to the menu after this one.
그래, 심사가 필요하지.
난 K사 비자 없는데. 나 빼고 다들 있는 거 아니지?
뭐냐? 왜 날 보냐?
Yeah, why are you looking at him?
방법은 간단하다. 닭, 돌. 그리고 뚫릴 때까지 죽사를 반복하면 돼.
Okay.
즉, 닭, 돌, 죽살.
CCP Ishmael pops a cap in your ball. Okay. Re-replies in almost the same second. Yeah, green is gluttony. No, gloom is purple. Envy is purple? I don't know. I can't tell the difference between any of them. I know them by the color, not the actual effect. Whatever that eccentric abbreviation means for Ryoshu, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it.
림버스 컴퍼니 정도의 회사라면 그냥 통과될지도 모를 텐데요.
Sure.
그리고 류슈 씨가 말한 방식으로는 엄청난 시간이 소모될 거예요. 날개가 관리하는 둥지를 대체 뭐라고 생각하는 거예요?
Oh, I see. No one's gonna take into account how much I'll suffer for that cider, huh? Sadly, none of our sinners bothered to respond to me in any capacity.
이스마엘이 말한 대로 우리는 비자를 면제받아 통과한다. 림버스 컴퍼니의 뒤엔 꽤 다양한 분야의 주주들이 계시거든.
So they're just gonna let us through? I really doubt that, considering this is a combat encounter.
아, 혹시 H사의 주주님도 아시나요?
H-Corp?
제 동생이 어렸을 때 붉은색 여권이 아니면 안 된다고 고집을 부려서 직접 저희 집에 방문해 주신 적이 있으시거든요.
What?
글쎄, 나 같은 일개 길잡이는 그런 것까지 아는 위치가 아니라서 그렇게 대답할 가치가 있어 보이는 질문도 아니고.
아, 너무하네요.
H-Corp Honglu? Really doubt that.
그보다 중요한 건 검문소까지 가는 길목이다. 검문소의 심사가 까다롭다는 건 통행권을 노리는 자들이 지천으로 널려 있다는 뜻이기도 하지.
버스 근처에 불청객의 소리가 많다.
Ah. Well, have bus, will battle. What? That's an interesting way to put it, Dante. Who are your family and why do they have so much influence? Well, he came from a rich family. We knew that already. Wow, these guys look very weak. Actually. Okay, these are uncontested, so Dante trying different catchphrases. True.
자.
무가치한 저항일 뿐이다.
That poor guy. Uncontested. All of these are like unopposed for no reason.
머리통을 박살내주마.
표적 무력화.
I mean, 10 turns isn't really that
완전
bad.
무력화.
Me kill people near boss. True?
두렵진 않네요. 두렵진
Yeah, this
않네요.
Faust seems pretty good. Of course, there are always two waves. So, favored, dominating. We're just gonna hit dominating as much as possible.
교전 시작합니다.
We should be fine. K-Corp is obviously Kaskozhuk.
대단히
We are going into the
휘청거리는군.
Discord server nest. That's gonna be pretty easy to break into, honestly. Ooh, criticals.
이단 정화의
I wish that attack had 4 hits like it did for Ida in her fight. That would be very cool. Have I even taken damage yet, by the way? I can't auto-win. It doesn't really matter what I do, they're both dead.
두렵진 않네요.
Much better than the W Faust. I want Otis to dominating.
완전 무력화.
Okay, Golden Liz. Why Otis, out of curiosity? Sinclair shakes the maracas after all attacks. Yeah, I know, it's cute.
기분 좋은 카론. 기분 좋게 도착.
What? Cockhoop Karon's Cockhoop parking? What?
자, 내리지. 심사받을 시간이다. 아, 혹시나 해서 말하는 건데 너희가 평소에 하던 대로. 그러니까 볼성사납게 사고를 치고 다녀도 일이 수습될 거라는 기대는.
Yeah, so don't pull a chapter 2 is what you're saying.
이곳 검문소에서는 버리는 게 좋을 거다.
I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries,
K사로 방문하신 모든 분께 환영의 인사를 드립니다. 한 줄로 순서에 맞게 입장하신 다음 안내문에 따라 적합한 위치에 서 주십시오.
got the music here. What is this, Borderlands? The menacing and interrogative atmosphere could subdue the temper of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffling, followed by Rhodia and Gregor calming him. Any of my questions why were met with heads shaken sideways.
그래, 평소에도 이렇게나 질서를 지키면 얼마나 좋아. 소풍 나온 병아리 같이.
Excuse me.
당신이 왜?
What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgilius opened his mouth.
이곳이 둥지이기 때문입니다, 단테. 혹여나 이곳에서 예상 못한 사고라도 치는 순간, 단테, 당신이 전부 책임지기는 어려워질 테니까.
He's just like, yeah, if you mess this up like you did last time, you're gonna need me to get out alive. When Virgilius put it like that, it sounded as if he were saying, you're not reliable enough to be sent without supervision. But I knew it'd be wise to keep this to myself.
어디에서나 파우스트는 우수했어요.
Faust has always been competent. No. This was the first fight she was in. Hold on. I gotta go back to the main menu quick.
점심시간이군요. 오후 일과도 최선을
Because for
다하겠습니다.
some reason, game keeps setting it back to the smallest resolution possible, which I do not want. Code Purple. We wait our turn to undergo the checkpoint official's interview, with Virgilius and Ishmael instructing us on the process. Here's hoping we'll pass. He doesn't understand
금방금방
us.
빠지네요. 10분 정도만 기다리면 저희 차례가 오겠어요. 통과 질문은 저희 13명이 다 해야 하나요? 단테 씨는 말을 못 알아들을 텐데 어떻게 해야 하죠?
Yeah, actually, how would that work? Ishmael seemed to have a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious.
안 그래도 그 이야기를 하려던 참이었지. 잘 들어. K사 직원은 이쪽 줄에 서 있는 사람들에게는 매우 간단한 질문만 할 거다. 그리고 너희들 또한 매우 간단한 대답만 하면 되는 거야.
Okay.
신문소 직원이 어떤 목적으로 왔냐고 물어보면 림버스 컴퍼니 업무상으로 왔습니다. 업무 비자를 확인해 주세요. 라고 대답을 하면 된다. 토시 하나 빼먹지 말고 그대로 외워.
But I can't.
그 밖에는 내가 알아서 할 테니 그저 문제를 일으키지 않을 사람이라는 것만 증명하면 돼.
혹시나 저 말을 외우지 못하겠다면 차라리 입을 다물고 있으세요.
Okay, Faust.
그저 갖고 계시는 사원증을 내밀기만 해도 되니까요.
Keep quiet and don't cause trouble. Easiest tasks in the world. Okay. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilius was idly staring off into space, sparing me from his scathing commentary.
자, 그럼 질문이 있는 사람은 내가 정말 가치 있는 질문을 생각했는가에 대한 고민을 해본 후에
If you say so.
조용히 손을 들도록.
Several hands were lifted, including mine.
브로지온.
업무 목적이니까 무기는 들고 들어가도 되지?
그렇다. 다음.
그럼 그렉의 기기괴기한 팔이나 단테의 근사한 시계머리도 상관없겠네?
맞아요. 참고로 관리자님의 머리는 무기가 아니라 의체로 분류되기 때문에 관광 비자여도 허용은 돼요. 비록 불사의 능력을 지니고 있더라도요.
Okay. Fair enough. Ishmael took the role of the model student and answered in Virgilius' stead. It feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as a leader.
정확해.
Gregor and I put our hands down at the same time.
그리고 리오슈, 담배는 끄고 얘기하도록.
Alright, so we have the same exact question.
난 손 안 들었다만.
Okay. Virgilius was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arm stretched skyward. But he finally caved and gave the woman with an adamantly raised hand the chance to speak.
그래, 돈키호테. 뭐지?
Oh, his eyes are glowing.
저 유리벽은 어떤 용도로 있는 것이오?
Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall stood in the middle of the building. Yeah. Hi, Yuffie, how are you? On the other side of the clear dividing wall were countless people waiting in line.
저쪽은 기다린다기보다는 아예 사람들이 바닥에 앉아 있군. 줄을 선지 꽤 시간이 지난 모양이야.
The con experience line. Dang, that's harsh.
무장 경호원도 많군. 이곳 인원의 3배.
대부분 건물에 세워져 있는 유리벽은 안전을 위한 용도일 가능성이 크다.
뭐 쉽게 말하자면 뒷골목 사람들 전용 구역이지. 둥지마다 방식은 다르지만 어쨌든 제대로 된 비자가 없이 다른 둥지로 가는 건 진짜 까다롭거든.
Walmart in 2024.
왜 검문소 근처에서 목숨까지 걸고 우리를 습격하려고 했겠어? 비자를 강제로 빼앗아서라도 둥지에 가려고 했던 거지.
Oh, that makes sense, I
그리고
guess.
우리가 해결해 줄 수 없는 문제이기도 하지.
Black Friday looking orderly today. However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbances happening in there, I couldn't say. Of course Don is gonna mess this up for us again.
관리자님, 저희 차례입니다.
Huh? Right. Our line moved at such a quick pace we barely had time to chat before it was our turn to answer the officials' questions.
기억하세요. 그쪽에서 어떤 목적으로 왔냐고 하면
한 번만 더 말하면 심사관인지 뭔지 아는 놈이랑 만단지에 해주겠어.
Please don't do that. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing.
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
업무처 림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔습니다. 사원증 확인 부탁드립니다.
확인했습니다. 다음.
림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔죠. 비즈니스 때문에. 사원증 보시면 된대요.
확인했습니다. 다음.
This is gonna go wrong. After our first sinner proved who we work for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. The official asked the same question in the same dry tone, took a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed it seemed like a more customary gesture than an actual lookover, then let each sinner pass.
저쪽에서 무슨 문제가 생겼나 봐요.
The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cuffed hands was being dragged away by security. And a small child was crying next to them, clearly scared and confused.
신경 쓰지 말죠. 잘은 모르지만 날개의 금기를 어긴 모양이에요.
This is gonna be a Don Quixote problem.
그래. 가난뱅이들이 어긴 금기를 받자 만족스러울 만큼 충분한 돈을 뒷구멍에 찔러주지 않았다는 거 웬 더 있겠어?
Alright, Heathcliff is actually siding with them. I don't know.
지금 저한테 이죽되는 건가요?
뭐야? 신경 쓸 일은 아니라며. 너무 신경 쓰는데?
While I was distracted by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth at her least expected moment yet again.
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
약자에게 자유를 주기 위해 왔노라!
An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint official's face. Flabbergastation. That is not a word. They looked up at Don Quixote with a face screaming that it was flabbergasted.
저자들을 풀어주게! 고통스러워하고 있지 않은가?
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
I like how he just doesn't even care almost. He's confused, but like, eh. The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. And then, in looking through the transparent wall again, I saw the desperate child mouth a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. Yeah, that's a problem.
그대가 나설 마음이 없다면 내가 직접 해결하겠네.
코드 퍼플. 금기 K185 위반 발생.
That's not good. Immediately violates a taboo.
트롬보사이트 지원 요망. 재전파. 트롬보사이트.
Yeah, it's a very medical district, I can see. Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke an intimidating immune response to the radio.
안내합니다. 코드 퍼플. 순환 이동 검문소 14번. 트롬보사이트. 루코사이트.
Blaring sirens accompanied the perplexing announcement. All the while, thick metal gates shut around us.
그냥 대갈통을 부수고 시체자루에 넣어서 지나갈 걸 그랬어.
That probably would have been safer.
그런다고 아주 달라질 건 없었을 것 같지만요.
트롬보, 루코. 각각 혈소판, 백혈구를 의미하는 것 같소만.
저들을 의미하나 보군요. K사와 어울리네요.
Fitting for K-Corp, I'd say. Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we all saw what she meant. Thank you, Yisang. Hey, Scorp, how are you? Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Why? We didn't do anything. It was just Don. Kill her, leave us alone. I don't even like her. You can take her. Yep, taboo. I should probably level up. 20? Okay. This mission is apparently difficult, so I guess we'll find out. Our dear Don Quixote's intolerance for injustice rears its troublesome head again. Armed staff from K-Corp surrounded us on all sides. All the while, Virgilius watches with his arms crossed, upset at our repeated failures to behave. No, we'll be fine.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
We call this a difficulty tweak? That'll be fine. I've gotten used to this sort of situation, but it looks pretty serious.
네, 날개의 금기를 어겼으니까요.
I don't know what taboo we violated. It's not like anyone was hurt. Can't we just talk this through? Faust looked straight into my face. For Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space as she speaks can only indicate one thing. I must have said something incredibly frustrating.
어떤 날개든 금기를 어겼다는 건.
A loud explosion left Don Quixote dismembered where she stood. Okay.
별도의 발포 경고 없이 금기자를 처단할 수 있다는 뜻이에요.
It looks like border control isn't willing to forgive us until they dismember the rest of the sinners. Armed security staff was surrounding us on all sides.
날이 갈수록 놀라워. 바닥 밑에 고여있던 조그만 기대감마저 증발시켜버리니 말이야.
It wasn't me.
난 빠지지. 저 녀석의 단독 범행이라고 하든 다 같이 해결하든 알아서 해.
아까는 관리자님만으로는 부족하니까 동행한 거라면서요.
어쩔 수 없는 것에 책임을 져준다고 했지. 이따위 헛짓거리에 동참해준다는 뜻은 아니었다.
Okay. Virgilius casually pushed his way through the line of armed guards and leaned against a wall. He then crossed his arms, as if to further drive home that he'll remain a spectator. I don't think the guards would be able to get him anyways, he's a color. He's too strong for them. Alright, let's see how bad this ends up being. I've got some blunt attacks on my team. It's only 4 of them. It shouldn't be that bad. Neutral, ooh. Oh, they roll higher than I thought. Yeah, I might need a level up then. There's favored. It's all neutral. Excuse me. These guys are weak to blunt, I already know. Okay, that did a lot of damage. I might need to level up a bit. We'll find out, I guess. Dominating, unopposed. Okay. Hopeless! Alright. Hold on, is this better? Yeah, that does more damage.
참여하게 되리라.
Julbo Hedonista. Excuse me! Dominating still manages to lose the clash. Alright. This will end terrible. No, I'll level up after we inevitably win this. Because we're gonna win this. See? Nobody even attacked Ishmael. Favored... that one sucks. That sucks. I think this is better for damage. This one.
참여하게 되리라.
I mean, takedown was like the move that I lost the most to in the mirror dungeons as well. Yeah, I'm gonna need to level up more. This is not going well. I staggered one of them. Okay, Rhodia died. Okay. Unopposed, unopposed. Wow, I just can't win any
교전
clashes right now.
시작합니다.
침묵하라.
Why did that do 0 damage?
확인 사살.
Yes, shorter than mirror. What? Good luck on wave 2. You know what? You've got a fair point. Okay, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring something else for this. This isn't working properly. I wasn't even building for the chapter. I'm just using the outfits I want to use. Besides, I honestly don't think that level affects rolls at all, by the way, chat. Because it doesn't. We're gonna have the same luck when it comes to actually rolling higher than them, regardless. It does? Doubt. It doesn't say anywhere that it does. And it certainly doesn't feel like it in the actual dungeons either. Did Mirsalt just get staggered already?
표적 확인.
Like,
표적 무력화.
I know it increases damage for the record. God, it's all like struggling when I'm actually clashing. All of these are oh, because most of them are dead. All right, fair enough. Just flip your coins better.
표적
Exactly.
완전 무력화. 표적 확인. 표적 완전 무력화.
Also, yeah, chat, do you like hearing Ishmael say the same line after killing an enemy 4 times in a single turn? Because you're gonna.
다음에는 머리다.
Also, that's just unfortunate.
참.
Whatever. He's dead no matter what.
두렵진 않네요.
Okay. This is blunt, so. That sucks. That really sucks. Sinclair is bad at clashing, chat. I don't know if you knew this, but he's really bad at clashing. He still won, but whatever. Sinclair's just kind of bad. He's tanky. He's not good at offense. I would love to have... Whoa. I would love to have any other 3 stars, but the game decided not to give me any today, so whatever. We're doing fine. All of them are staggered.
교전 시작합니다.
They should all die. Hopefully. Come on, Ishmael. Come on, Ishmael. You're not helping right now.
너무 쉽잖아.
Does that kill? That doesn't kill. Spy Sinclair was part of my Blunt Boy squad for this chapter, and oh my god, his rolls are so bad. Oh, I already know, trust me. We used Spy Sinclair in Mirror Dungeons on Wednesday, and he was not doing good. I'm not going to pay any more money. I have plenty of lunacy, I just don't want to spend money to get it. You know? Is everything uptied to 3? Yes. Really? Just gonna watch from there? I mean, all of the things that I have that I'm using are uptied to 3. Blade Lineage Otis isn't. None of the association ones are. Beetle Otis is level 3. Really just gonna watch from there?
그렇게 쳐다봐도 소용없습니다, 관리자님.
Okay.
아무도 귀담아 듣지 않는 길잡이 주제에 칼까지 빼드는 건 주제넘은 짓이 아니겠습니까? 아, 마지막으로 오지랖을 풀어보자면 K사의 특이점은 HP 탄으로 웬만한 상처쯤은 순식간에 회복이 됩니다.
So that's the actual singularity. Okay.
어쩌면 관리자님의 그 능력과도 유사하겠군요.
Hey, wait. Completely ignoring my feeble plea. Not that they could hear it. K-Corp's security guards closed in on us. Are any of the support abilities that good? Otis's is alright. It takes a while to get them to get up to a point where it activates, though.
이 정도면 훈장감. 아, 정정! 임무 완료라고 알림. 교신 끝!
Alright, Ishmael, shut up. Verboten, forbidden. The confrontation with K-Corp's guards continues. They seem to hardly take a scratch, adding to our fatigue.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
No, all the bullets are from K-Corp in the first game. I like seeing dominating on all my clashes. That's very pleasant.
참여하게 되리라.
Nice. Those roll really high. Why is she that good? I don't even like Faust, by the way, chat.
모같이 한 저항일 뿐이다.
She looks better as a furry.
다음에는 머리다.
Just saying.
교전 시작합니다.
What a take. What?
표적.
Did you
완전
expect me
무력화.
to say anything else? The outfits, the N outfits look ugly. I agree with that. But they are... I mean, Rhodia's is at least really good. Bop. Too bad I didn't roll well, because I don't ever roll
너무
well.
쉽잖아.
Alright.
교전 시작합니다.
Envy is too important. Oh, now I roll like garbage. Good job, Faust. Just barely didn't stat. Oh,
다음에는
we still have moves left.
머리다.
Okay. Shake.
너무
I do
쉽잖아.
like Sinclair's outfit. Mexican Sinclair will roll heads on pinatas. Luck is just bad? Yeah. We knew that, though. Wait, what? Why would I ever do that? Okay. Okay, well, I would never pick one that says hopeless. Non-ego moves will attack the next target if the one they primary dies in regular fights. Oh, I didn't actually know that.
모같이 한 저항일
Couldn't come for the start. Is this 3-5?
침묵하.
Yes, this is 3-5. I love Incorporodian. I love women who will just kill me. Alright, Spike Spiegel. What the... I've never actually seen Cowboy Bebop, but I know that meme.
표적 무력화.
I've heard it's a good show. How did you feel about the Dawn moment? I hope she stays dead this time. Wait, how are all of these... Oh, because the one guy's just shielding. Okay.
참여하게 되리라.
Why was the what? Why?
죽음으로 참여하라.
Everyone's freaking out suddenly. What did I say?
표적 무력화.
Thanks, nothing there. Prototype for the follow. We're just having a fiesta today, I think. It's too bad his attacks are actually just not that good. Oh, both these are neutral, whatever. God, I have so many actions per turn right now. No, don't lose to takedown. That's cringe. We might not kill you, but we'll make sure that you fail that 10-round objective. What? This is round 6. We're doing fine. We have plenty of time to beat them yet.
표적 완전 무력화.
Wait, why is Dawn in the background? She wasn't in the background in the original cutscene.
이 정도면 훈장감.
Wait, what? I beat the... Yeah, I did beat the EX requirement. Okay. HP bullets. HP bullets infused with K-Corp Singularity render all damage we inflict on our foes useless. The sinners are running out of patience.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
The cutscene of her stabbing the door. Yeah, I know. I didn't see her behind the door. Sorry. I didn't notice the thing that everybody else says I should have noticed. None of them are attacking me.
머리통을 박살내주마.
This is a good music, though. How many waves are in this fight? I didn't even look. If it's 3, we might actually just not hit the requirement. Oh god, Sinclair, what are you doing? Stop playing with your food. Kill him. It's 2 waves, we'll be fine. Struggling? Alright.
교전 시작합니다.
I don't like the look of that, but I don't know how to properly redirect things in this game. Come on. I like how each time they tie, the thing gets progressively faster.
표적 무력화.
It's very funny. Nope, Sinclair's taking damage. He has so much stagger. The stagger threshold is so low that he's never going to get staggered, is the thing. God. Okay. This isn't going particularly well because everybody's rolling bad. Theme is gone, I know, right? Just hear him tutting in the background, man. This is still the first wave and we're on 4. Stop clashing with those.
교전 시작합니다.
Come on. What is happening? Why is this going so badly? Maybe I need to switch Mersalt to his other identity. He is not doing enough. That took way too long to get through this phase.
교전 시작합니다.
And I'm still not through it. That's the worst part. Because this guy has so much health left. I don't think I'm getting... Come on. It's so annoying. Like...
미단이 휘청거리는군.
침묵하라.
I mean, I'll get through the level, but I'll have to go back and do the EX portion later, probably. Look at how long that took. Just to get through those 5 guys.
교전 시작합니다.
Also, I have a lot of yellow. I don't know what Sin Affinity yellow is, but perhaps I can build a team around it. Who knows?
이단을 정화했다.
Sloth? Isn't Sloth bad, though? I thought. Oh wait, I can't automatically do it, right? Guaranteed struggling again. It's a lot of actions, though. Why would it be bad? What? Good luck with chapter 3.
내가 너를 위해 기도할
Yeah, I guess I need it. These guys are very annoying. If I can somehow get them all dead in 3 turns, which is possible. Snag Harpoon is not going to do very much damage, though. I'm just doing it for the passive activation.
그 자식은
I know red
아직
is red.
살아있을 거야.
Snag is blunt? Why? It doesn't look like it would be blunt damage. Then as long as we don't get staggered here, we should be okay.
이단이 휘청거리는군. 이단이 휘청거리는군.
Ishmael gets punched, but it gets interrupted by Faust.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Oh, he's dead. Like, okay. I didn't expect that to hit a staggered enemy, but that works. Yeah, we're doing fine. We should hit it. It'll be close, but we're gonna hit it.
참여하게 되리라.
Come on. Don't do that. We're so close to having this. Don't let me down now.
죽음으로 참여하라.
표적 확인.
There.
완전 무력화.
Easy. Oh, yeah, it is 10 turns or less, so it's true. Easy EX. That first wave just took too much. K-Corp Singularity, HP bullets. Any would-be fatal injuries we managed to inflict were healed away with a single shot of those regenerative rounds. It was only a matter of time before the thread by which Heathcliff's patience was hung snapped.
못 해먹겠네. 우린 세상에서 제일 의미 없는 일을 하고 있어, 알아?
말했잖아요. 날개와 엮이는 건 무의미하다고요.
이렇게 실시간으로 허무해지는 전투일 줄은 몰랐지.
잘라내면 잘라내는 대로 살점이 차오른다. 전투를
Alright,
제대로 지속하기 어렵다.
Oh, she's not.
그래. 이딴 예술도 있는 거군.
Ryoshu made the most pained expression I've seen from her, begrudgingly swinging her sheath around. Cuts and slashes will mend before even a drop of blood can spill from them. There couldn't be a worse battle for Ryoshu to fight. Isn't there anything we can do?
HP. 헬라포이세스 기술은 손실된 신체의 세포를 끊임없이 보충하는 기술이에요.
Huh.
한 번 투약받아도 상당히 오래 지속되는데 둥지 안에서 보급을 받는 자들은 전투로는 이길 방법이 없다고 할 수도 있겠네요.
You can't reasonably defeat them in combat. Even Faust was shaking her head in despondency, but then...
혼란 속에 비로소 이 몸이 등장하였으니.
Who the heck is this? A peal of overwhelmingly energetic laughter rang through the air. Ryoshu triggered. Oh no, what? Is it? If it's who I think it is, then that makes
이
sense.
정도면 훈장감. 아, 정정.
Siegfried? Wait a minute. A man approaches from outside with tremendous speed. This exceedingly jovial and uncomfortably energetic fellow is Siegfried, who appears to have an acquaintance with Virgilius. After a friendly exchange, he rushes at our sinners. Who do you think it is? Oh, I thought it was Guido. Yeah, I've uptied all of them, Limbus. All the ones we're using are at level 3. A figure approached us with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast.
뭐야? 뭐가 달려오고 있는 거야?
앞으로 3초. 관리자님, 판단을.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to... Virgilius was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased than unsurprised at this apparently expected arrival.
아, 역시 오시는군. K사의 데스타.
Oh, is this a... No, it's not a boss fight. This is just a story or thing. A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh.
모두 안녕하신가? 목격담은 얼마든지 올려도 되지만 사진 촬영부터는 K사의 공식 허가가 필요하네.
What in the world?
다만 30분 후에는 잡지 인터뷰가 있어서 길게는 시간을 내주지 못해. 섭섭해도 이해해주게.
Oh my... Oh no.
왜 안 오나 했지. 날개의 월급쟁이가 되어버렸다지, 지크프리트.
그 비아냥거리는 말 본세는 여전하시군 그래. 코드 퍼플이 발동해서 불이 나게 달려왔더니만 그대의 친구들이었나 보군.
Yeah. World's worst drip.
친구 아니야. 이 소동 속에 나는 무관하다는 걸 알아주면 좋겠군.
그럼
그래, 화끈한 정신개조를 부탁하지.
Excuse me, Virgil?
무슨 이야기를 둘이서만 불길하게 속닥거려?
동감. 어디서 굴러온 놈이지?
보아하니 꽤 구석진 골목에서 온 분들도 있나 보군. 좋아. 그렇다면 이번만큼은 특별히 사진 서비스도 제공해주겠어.
우리를 아주 길거리 추종자처럼 대하고 있군. 감히
Oh no. Wait, who brought her back to life? Hold on. Don Quixote, what's wrong?
우리가 좀 바빠서 1분 안으로 끝내줘. 저 시계머리는 빼고 부탁하지.
They did. The man himself.
의체인간. 그렇다면 50초로 하지.
Both a skilled fighter and talented performer, I could only watch in awe as he proved himself to be nothing short of a hero.
자, 여기를 한번 봐주게. 우리 팬들이 매우 좋아해 줄 거야.
이 새끼 더럽게 강하군.
응? 방금 뭐란 거지? 깜찍하군 그래.
One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Virgilius watched the carnage with a pleased expression.
동지에서 주제도 모르고 나대면 어떤 결과를 초래하는지 깨달을 필요가 있지. 단테, 지금의 당신은 기억이 안 나겠지만 당신도 어쩌면 거물 같은 존재였을 때가 있.
Oops. I was? I just couldn't picture it. Right now, I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in any emergency, constantly being chewed up, spat out, and ignored in the trash bin by my sinners. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic. To think that this miserable manager used to be the respected leader of many sometime in the past. No. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories.
하지만 기억을 잃었다는 사실이 당신의 관리 소홀에 대한 온전한 면죄부가 되어줄 순 없죠. 무슨 말인지 스스로 아실 거라 믿습니다.
Okay. I thought of the staff at the K-Corp checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it as nothing more than part of the due procedure. Although Don Quixote got us into trouble when she sprang forth to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if we turned a blind eye. And seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to Vane's as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have intervened. Truth be told, I didn't do everything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Virgilius isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Taking back my head might not be for the best after all, Virgilius.
이거 참... 다음엔 꼭 마이크를 달아나달라고 해야겠군. 알아들었다는 소리로 이해하겠습니다.
46.5초. 오늘도 세계를 정의롭게 수호한 시간이었다.
A fixer? Okay.
무대는 끝난 모양이군. 시계 돌릴 시간입니다, 단테.
He's definitely a color, but I hate him so much. I don't know what color, maybe brown. It's like... No, he works for K-Corp, Ricky. Bronze because his arms? Yeah, that's most likely. Vespa did not have a lot of personality. Well, he did, but it wasn't like, you know, Effie, Sound 2. What? Why are they back? After a chaotic encounter with Siegfried, we meet with a couple of familiar faces at the exit, greeting us with the same confidence and comportment. Could be Taboo Hunter. This isn't N-Corp. After 12 worlds of agony, the sinners were all back in one piece. The massacre must have been humbling, because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet.
어떻게 지내고 있었는가 붉은 시선. 요새 통 얼굴 보기가 힘들었는데 둥지 속 우수한 해결사들의 모임에도 안 나오고.
It literally is All Might, isn't it?
내가 초대장을 무려 수십 장이나 보냈는데 받지 못한 것인가?
주소 바꿨어. 그리고 당신처럼 충실하게 꼬리 따위 흔들고 있을 여유도 없지.
The League of Excellent Nest-Dwelling Fixers. They should probably can make that more concise. I don't know what happened between these two, but Virgilius is a bit hostile here, right?
척 보기에도 둘의 성향이 다르다고 느끼지 않나요, 단테?
In what ways?
간단히 말하자면 지크프리트 씨는 해결사 중에서도 날개 친화적인 쪽에 가까웠죠.
Lend F. Okay. I think it's not concise because Siegfried is a nutjob. You know what? That's fair.
반면에 베르길리우스 씨는 해결사만의 독립성을 추구했어요. 영향력이 강한 어느 한 곳에 해결사가 종속되는 순간 해결사가 지켜야 할 최소한의 가치마저도 사라진다고 생각했거든요. 힘 있는 자들 한정에선 누구보다 엄격한 잣대를 들이미는 사람이니까요.
While speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quake and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. Hello, Creeper Man. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago. Guys in the background look like they're busting a move. Alright.
팬이요! 그대 피규어도 모아놓았어. 한정판은 아니지만 나도 그대처럼 엄청난 해결사가 되는 것이 꿈이요.
해결사 꿈나무군. 시간이 얼마 없지만 사인은 해줄 수 있지.
Okay.
그게 정말이요? 그럼 사인은 여기.
Yeah, why does his name disappear?
숨 좀 쉬어, 돈키호테.
안내합니다. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플. 올 코드 클리어.
일은 성공적으로 끝마쳤다. 그럼 또 어디선가에서 보도록 하지.
Leaping with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. Although there was a small delay, we did get the travel permit in the end. Virgilius returned to the bus in the meantime, or perhaps he only got off knowing that we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset as he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much. Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was happy as a clam, caressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried.
꿈을 꾸고 있는 것은 아닌지 모르겠어. 관리자 나리, 내 볼따구 한 번만 꼬집어줄 수 있겠어?
Thanks for the follow, Krybaka. Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word while we walked out of the border checkpoint, an armored vehicle stopped before us.
새로운 적인가? 둥지의 검문소 앞에서 간도 크군.
Don's not even thinking about the punishment. Yeah, I know. This is why I hate her. Police.
이 차는 LCC
Oh, right.
청소부서 소속이군요.
Following Faust's plain reply, the vehicle's doors opened.
나 참... 왜 이렇게 오래 걸린 거야? 이 근처를 3바퀴나 뱅뱅 돌았잖아.
A couple of familiar faces appeared out of the car. Effie and Saud. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were greased with just as much confidence and poise.
비포 팀에서도 온 건가? 분위기가 좀 달라졌군 그래.
Something about you looks different. Bruh.
그건 카지노 잠입을 위한 위장복이었답니다. 결과적으론 쓸모가 없긴 했지만 말이에요.
Yeah, it was useless.
그 심부를 찌르는 말투는 여전하구만.
My chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation.
소드, 저 시계 시침 바르르 떨리는 거 보여? 저러다가 울기라도 하겠어.
장난이랍니다. 실력으로는 아직 발전해야 할 부분이 한참 남아 있었지만 그래도 LCB 부서만의 색깔이 있다는 걸 인정하기로 했거든요.
I think they like us. In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on the two. How? Everything went wrong.
비포 팀들은 먼저 작전 현장에 도착했는 줄 알았는데요.
다른 대원들은 이미 도착해 있을 거야. 너희들이 알면 유용할 추가 정보가 있어서 잠시 남아서 기다려주기로 했지.
Stockholm syndrome. We're not holding them hostage.
어떻든 간에 우리가 신경이 쓰였다는 거네. 맞지?
Okay, great.
너희들도 우리의 매력에 헤어나오지 못했던 거 아니야?
Soldiers of Limbus.
왜 그런 거 있잖아. 귀신같이 맛없는 재료들만 모아놓아서 요리했는데 묘하게 맛이 있는 거?
Anything cooked with durian?
맞아. 전장엔 그런 게 많았지. 분명 먹을 당시에는 비참했는데 자꾸 기억에 남는 그...
두 분 다 어떤 음식을 드셔왔던 거죠?
Okay.
저 그런데 전달받을 정보란 어떤 것인가요?
이번 목표 지점 말이야. 우리 말고 다른 집단이 점령해 있는 상태인 것 같아.
Oh, have they now?
그래서 우리 쪽에서도 평소보다 많은 인원을 투입하고 있지.
그래봤자 또 어디서 모여드는 쇠파리 같은 놈들이겠지.
Gadflies. As Otis pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the Golden Bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from G-Corp took shelter in the abandoned facility. And on our second, a variety of gangs inhabited the casino.
안타깝지만 이번 상대들은 예전 같은 부스러기는 아닌 모양이야. 심사 기록을 슬쩍 살펴보니까 몇 주 전 엔사에서 대거 파견한 기록이 남아 있었어. 심지어 우리와 목적지가 같더라고.
Yep, N-Corp.
엔사에서요?
공식적으로 드러난 행보는 아니지만 K사 쪽에서도 심사 통과를 해준 걸로 봐선 모종의 거래가 있었을 수도 있지.
즉, 엔사에서 미리 파견이 와 있는 게 사실이라면 가는 길이 순탄하지만은 않을 거라는 소리랍니다.
Okay.
그렇군. 이거 자칫하다 여러 날개를 척 찌는 건 아닌지 몰라.
I mean, we kind of already have, Greg.
장기적으로 봤을 때 날개 간의 충돌은 불가피한 수순일 거예요.
No, there wasn't really anything to do with N-Corp in the games. There was a little bit in Distortion Detective, because Vespa is a member of N-Corp's Taboo Hunters, but other than the fact they don't like people recording in the district, we really don't know anything about them other than they're the enemies of this game.
하지만 엔사에서 공식적인 파견을 공표한 게 아닌 걸 봐서는 단순히 이익 집단 간의 충돌로 마무리될 수도 있고요. 어쩌면 그들이 진정으로 원하는 건 황금 가지가 아니라는 가능성도 배제할 순 없어요.
It almost definitely is the golden bow, Faust.
어찌 됐든 여기저기에 써먹기 편한 게 우리라는 건 부정되지 않은 것 같지만.
아, 맞아. K사 입국관리소에서 소동을 일으킨 멍청이들이 있다고 했는데
와우.
혹시 얼굴 봤어?
소문이라는 건 참 빠르게 퍼지는군. 마치 로신한테 갔어.
What does that mean? Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. That, or I'm mistaken, and she's glad that more people know of what she's done.
아깝지 뭐예요. 그런 광경은 자주 볼 수 있지도 않았을 텐데. 목숨이 여러 개 있는 게 아닌 이상 누가 감히 입국관리소에서부터 소란을...
I mean, we kind of did, but...
아니죠?
자자, 시간도 얼마 없고 하니 빨리 이동하죠.
이런... 베르길리우스님은 이번에도 안 계시나 보네.
그 양반 먼저 버스로 돌아갔어.
아쉽네요. 이번에야말로 얼굴 한번 비추고 싶었는데.
다음에는 꼭 인사를 하고 말겠어. 너희 대신 우리를 합류시킬 생각은 없냐고도 물어볼 계획이거든.
Huh. So it seems like if you break the taboo, they will kill you, but if you get brought back to life, they don't care again. So... What, that's the reason you wanted to meet him?
마냥 농담은 아니랍니다. 이따가 현장에서 다시 봐요.
너희가 무사히 도착할 수 있다면 말이야.
Get the call with them. Do your dailies? What, you mean the ones that aren't available yet because it's not the time that they reset and I already did them last night? Oh, there are not a lot of combat encounters in this chapter. Returning to the bus, I sense an uneasiness in the air. It looks like Virgilius isn't going to let today's incident go unpunished. Buena suerte, Don Quixote. Yeah, there's still another hour and 15 minutes. A pouty Charon and the cold stare of Virgilius awaited us on the bus. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for light-hearted jokes.
늦었어. 카론 100까지 샜는데도 너희 안 왔어.
Alright.
카론.
She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilius put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance.
베르, 카론은 지금을 기억할 것입니다.
Alright.
미안해. 다음에 사탕 사줄 테니까.
Charon sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Virgilius slowly turned to us. There was one thing the sinners and I were all good at, it'd be sensing imminent danger and making way. Dispersing from the group, we scuttled away into our seats, leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus.
변명을 듣겠다, 돈 키호테.
본인은 핍박받고 있는 약자를 그냥 지나칠 수 없어.
아니, 틀렸지.
My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss a moment, and yet... He's mad. When I caught up with the situation, the first thing that came into my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trampled under Virgilius's shoe.
나는 변명을 하라고 했지. 네 사상을 변호하라고 하지 않았다. 처음이 아니지, 돈 키호테. 벌써 3번이나 비슷한 일이 있었다.
Wait, 3? Oh yeah, I guess there were 2 incidents in Chapter 2, weren't there?
네 정신 나간 짓 때문에 3번이나 일이 어그러질 뻔했다고. 어떻게 생각하지? 말해봐라.
Yeah, she bonked the guy in the pawn shop, and she was the one who almost hit the slots. No, the slots weren't Dante's fault at all. If she hadn't gone to them, then it wouldn't have happened.
본인을 위해 동료에게 패를 끼치기는 했다만.
Don Quixote's pain groan grew louder, but no one stepped in. Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. But more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this it wasn't going to make the situation better.
생각을 물었다고 왜 말을 알아듣지 못하지?
말하고 있지 않았어.
너는 여기서 미안하다는 말을 했어야 해, 돈키호테. 덧붙일 거라면 앞으로 어떻게 할 것인지 계획을 말했어야 했고.
이런... 아까부터 답을 정해놓고 말하고 있지 않소?
모르나? 회사는 대부분 정해진 답을 갖고 있다. 그 답을 맞출 수 있는 지를 물을 뿐이지. 회사가 너 따위에게 의견을 묻고 있다고 생각하면 큰 착각이다.
No, she deserves it.
회사가 그렇다면 본인은...
지치는군.
Virgilius kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Then, gripping her fall by the collar...
입사할 때를 기억하고 있겠지.
What?
그날의 거래를 잊지 않았으면 좋겠습니다, 돈 quijote 씨.
Virgilius's eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word.
여기까지. 원래 위치로 돌아가도록.
Watching someone who usually exuded pride and confidence quickly shift to such a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight. Though, a deal that got Don Quixote to go silent simply by bringing it up. It makes me wonder what it was about.
다른 놈들도 마찬가지다. 회사는 자아 실현의 공간이나 사상을 설파하는 장소가 아니다.
Alrighty then.
취업 규칙을 위반하면서도 돌발 행동을 하겠다면 자신이 치를 대가를 한 번쯤 더 생각하고 행동에 옮기도록. 죽는 게 낫다고 생각하겠지만 죽지 못할 거고 프리랜서가 되고 싶겠지만 퇴사가 불가능한 시기를 보내게 될 테니까 말이야.
아무래도 저 양반 아이고 뭐더라? 저 자크 프리더 씨한테 그 도움을 받은 게 심히 기분이 상했던 모양이군.
Who is Zach Frieter?
지크 프리트님이요. 본격적으로 작전 시작도 안 했는데 잔소리나 들었잖아. 그러니까 눈치 좀 보면서 행동했어야지.
At Siegfried. Okay.
에휴, 언젠가 한 번은 이럴 날이 올 줄 알았어요. 앞으로는 다들 주의하죠.
With Greg not getting names, I don't see. It's comedy. It's humor. It's all right.
둘 다 왜 나를 야리냐? 죽고 싶냐?
Well, I mean, Heathcliff is one of the problematic ones, to be fair.
알았어, 알았다고.
What the problem children are Heathcliff, Don Quixote, and Ryoshu. For the most part, they're the ones that are going to cause the most problems during this. Oh hey, 130 lunacy. How about that? With everything sorted out, we finally resume our journey to the town of Kallo. Before we can bask in our momentary peace, someone claiming to be an inquisitor leaves a hole in the back window of our bus. Okay.
이단에게 철의 단죄를.
It was Mersal. No, it wasn't. With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the windows evoked a strange feeling in the passengers.
저 인간들은 얼굴에 근심 하나 없어 보이네.
This is way different from the roads we've been through.
아하. 그러고 보니 관리자 양반은 둥지 한복판을 지나오는 건 처음이겠어.
True.
둥지랑 뒷골목은 수준 차이가 심하죠. 또 둥지마다 저마다의 고유 문화와 역사가 다르고요.
전원 집중. 이번에 갈 목적지는 K사의 칼프 마을이다. 그곳 어딘가에 로보토미 집으로 연결되어 있는 통로가 있다는 정보다.
We'll stop washing your hands that much, Kiwi. Also, how are you? Oh no. Sinclair's having a panic attack. It's been 2 hours of streaming so far. No, the last, I'm just gonna upload the story of the outside the dungeon and then of the inside the dungeon. As soon as the name Kala was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again and started trembling. As if something were coming after him.
하지만 너희들이 전해준 정보대로 제3의 세력들이 이미 그 지부를 점령 중인 상황이다. 그래서 클리어 부서에 추가적인 정찰을 요청했지.
Yeah, there's actually lots of snow here too.
비포팀의 사정관측 3과가 투입되었죠. 에피와 소드 씨도 함께 하셨을 겁니다.
상황이 어떤지 파악이 되면 그쪽에서 먼저 보고를 줄 거다.
Yeah, Sinclair's about to throw up again. Shortly afterward, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Lush green trees rarely found in the back streets began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight. But that was soon disturbed by something odd. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance.
왜? 저기 연기가...
싱클레어?
카론 꺾어.
회피기동 덜컹덜컹.
The bus made a sharp turn to the left shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself in the back window.
어떤 새끼야? 뒤질 뻔했잖아!
이 정도의 가속도로 실험해보진 않았지만 창을 조금 더 튼튼히 덧댈 필요가 있겠군요.
우리를 향해 정확히 조준하고 던진 거다. 아까 비포팀들이 일컫던 엔사의 직원이겠군.
베르, 에피가 다쳤어. 카론 슬퍼.
멈추지 않으면 더할 기세군. 전원 하차.
As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to toe in rusty armor with faded coats of white.
정차. 이 길로는 지나가지 못한다.
아, 이렇게 말로 하면 될 걸 유리창까지 뚫을 건 뭡니까? 참.
What about our windshield?
선전 보고 없이 공격해놓고는 무례하군. 소속이라도 말해야 예의지 않겠나?
우리는 이단 신문관. 불경한 일을 꿰뚫는 못이오. 죄악을 두드려 다스리는 망치다.
엔사, 나겔 운트하모의 직원이라는 걸 어렵게도 말하네요.
Nagel und Hammer.
못과 망치라고도 불리죠.
Yeah, I know what it translates to, Faust.
지금은
Thanks.
이단 신봉자를 정화하고 있으므로 이 앞을 지나갈 수 없다.
이단? 이봐요. 우리는 단지 이곳을 서둘러 지나가고 싶을 뿐입니다. 관광.
A tour.
관광 버스라고요.
Greg is a terrible actor. That's gonna be a continuing joke of this story too. I see. Labeled as tourists, all of a sudden, the sinners exchanged looks in silence. To prevent another disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could, even though his efforts fell flat for the most part, to gently appease the armored crowd. Accompanied by an attempt at the kind, harmless smile a tourist would wear.
그래. 저번 광산 때부터 느꼈던 건데 사실 이런 쪽 개그에 욕심 있는 거 아니야?
Are you that into these kinds of bits?
그런 거 아니라고.
The quivering corners of his mouth roused pity in my heart.
그렇다면 그대들의 순수성을 증명함이 바르리라.
What does that mean, though?
좋아. 방법을 알려주면 못할 것도 없지.
The Inquisitor suddenly pointed it in my direction.
저 불경한 여행자의 머리를 베어내라.
Okay. Me?
그리고 우리 망치의 앞에 무릎 꿇고 봉헌해라. 그렇다면 그대들은 때묻지 않는 자이며 여정의 불이익 또한 없을지니. 물론 그 불결한 차량도 두고 가야 할 것이다.
What?
보자보자니까 무슨 헛소리야. 야! 아무리 우리가 핫바지처럼 보인다고 해도 그런 걸 들어줄 것 같냐?
Wow, alright, Heathcliff. Furious, Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist. Heathcliff, you didn't have to...
가짠치도 않은 것들이. 어디서 나보고 무릎을 꿇으란
Oh,
거야?
that's why. He doesn't care if... He doesn't actually care if I die, he just doesn't want to be told what to do. Okay. The Inquisitor, as was declared to us, nodded in response.
알겠다. 그렇다면 그대들은 이단이다.
With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into our position at once, ready to attack. Yeah, that was predictable. Nobody loves us. Otis does not. You are correct. She's absolutely just playing a part. Only 3 of them? Okay. I mean, these guys were pretty easy in the dungeons, so that's unopposed. Oh, those are both unopposed. That one.
교전 시작합니다.
I see Mersault is going to continue losing every clash he partakes in. That's fine.
확인 사살.
Not that he doesn't have a lot of health to go around, but it's still a little annoying.
정화!
They're tickling him. Yeah.
다음에 부탁해요.
Bro got shot to death? Yeah, that's what Ishmael's job is, to shoot them. That's why she has a gun.
이단이 휘청거리는군.
표적 무력화.
Also, now that we're past the K-Court
완전
part,
무력화.
these fights are probably going to get easier.
이단을 정화했.
The Inquisitors are really easy in the dungeons, so I don't expect it to be much different here. Oh, both these are dominating? Oh, wow.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Alright. Thanks, Ishmael. I appreciate it. Oh, she's fatal to Pierce? I didn't even know that. You will in about 6 or 7 stages. Look, I haven't played it, okay? I don't want to know what happens. I don't care if it gets really difficult. We're gonna find out. Nice. 3 damage. Very nice. And these guys don't resist Pierce anymore, so our team is actually just good at fighting them. Bop. Like just Sinclair bonking them at every moment.
정화!
두렵진 않네요.
I find it funny that you got the N-Corp identities before this chapter. Well, I didn't want to play the chapters midweek because I still had class the next day. And I know that they're long. Oh, I know Faust is made of paper. We've already established that. That was a close fight? Okay.
파우스트는
If you say
우수했어요.
so. Inquisitors 2. The advance party contacted us at last. The mysterious voice coming from the transmitter was a telltale sign that something was up, throwing Sinclair into another fit of terror.
준비는 끝났습니다.
This is just
명령
not
대기.
Sinclair's day. I didn't know he does a little dance. Getting back on the bus, Virgilius greets us by casually lifting a hand.
이번엔 상대하기 조금 까다롭진 않았나?
No.
누누이 말하는 거지만 당신이 도와주면 훨씬 빠르게 끝낼 수 있어.
Well, Zvi Sinclair is bad, so...
나도 너누이 말하는 거지만 내가 도와주는 건 아무 의미가 없어.
저자들 우리더러 2단 신봉자라고 했어요. 대체 뭘 보고 그러는 거죠?
I think they were targeting me.
못과 망치, 경험이야말로 가장 중요한 가치란 말하는 날개.
What does that mean, Mersault? Mersault muttered vaguely. Experience?
인간은 자신의 가치에 맞는 경험과 행동을 할 수 있도록 정해져 있다. 그들은 경험에 대해 그렇게 말합니다.
그것들 우리에게 관리자님의 머리를 내놓으라 했지.
Yeah.
그렇다는 건
그들이 또 온 거예요? 잊지 않았던 거죠? 그렇게 찾아와서...
Sinclair was almost having a fit at this point. Rhodia looked at him with pitying eyes, but there was little she could do about it.
베르베르, 소리 나는 상자가 시끄러워.
The sound box is being noisy.
선발대에서 연락이 온 모양이군.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
아, 이리 줘. 에피, 여기는 버스다. 거기 상황은 어떤 것 같아? 에피?
방금 에피 씨 목소리가 맞았나요?
That sentence makes me very sad.
아니 그보다 사람 목소리이긴 했나요?
바람...
싱클레어, 무슨 소리를 하는 거야?
휘파람 소리가 들렸잖아요. 마지막에 희미하게.
What is he on about?
그런 게 들렸었나?
그 자식이 온 거예요. 마침내 우리 마을까지 전부 죽이려고.
Calm down, Sinclair. What do you mean by whistles, and who is this wretched woman?
저를 기다리고 있는 거예요. 그건 저를 부르는 메시지였어요.
Resentful tears were streaming from Sinclair's face as he rambled.
잠깐만요. 저 앞에 아까랑 같은 자들이.
돌아가요.
What?
저희 그냥 돌아가면 안 돼요? 가기 싫어요. 돌아가요, 제발. 이제라도 운전대를 돌려서.
꼬맹이, 대체 왜 그러는 거야? 앞에 뭐가 있는데?
가면 안 돼. 전부 죽을 거야. 돌아가요.
에밀 싱클레어, 쓸데없는 소리를.
Otis was calmly flicking her wrist.
잠깐 기절할 정도로 복부에 충격을 가했을 뿐이다.
What?
이번엔 박자가 맞았군, 당신. 내가 나설 뻔했어.
겁쟁이들은 전장이 필요 없으니까. 이대로 버스 밖에 버리고 가면 안 되는 건가?
That might be a bit too far.
관리자님께서 그렇게 말씀하신다면.
Otis looked down at Sinclair with a displeased face. Even though he was the timid sort, he's never opposed something so strongly until now. This unprecedented behavior of his bothered me. But I couldn't bring myself to ask him why, as he didn't seem to be in any state to tell me. Soon enough, Sinclair came back to his senses. He stared out the window with vacant eyes. The others are all out fighting.
죄송해요. 저도 갈게요. 짐덩이가 될 순 없으니까.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to punt Sinclair. He doesn't deserve that. All right. Oh, right. They don't have enough
지금은
actions
두렵지 않아요.
because there's only 3 of them. Man. Mirsalt's just bad at his job. I'm convinced. He's always losing clashes.
표적 확인.
Oh. Dancing.
교전 시작합니다.
Mirsalt's job is to tank damage? Nah.
죽음으로 참여하라.
Nah, he's not.
이단을 정화했다.
I see Faust losing clashes, I get very upset. Is he even gonna die? I don't think he is. He's not taking enough damage. Oh, just barely.
완전 무력화.
9 man in armor asked for Dante's head, so I vote head. Look at his HP and stagger. I understand. What I'm saying is he doesn't win any clashes, so his HP doesn't matter. Oh, that's not a good start.
정화.
Sinclair's kit isn't great for clashing, it would seem. But that's okay. He's not weak to Pierce, after all. Okay, this guy's gonna take a lot of damage. Just because of how Rupture works.
이단을 정화했다.
His 3 coins on his skill 2 purple is good for single coin skills, because if they roll tails, once Sinclair wins. Yeah, but that's the same with any person. If anyone rolls tails once, then the other skill is going to win if it's a single coin skill. That's how those work.
지금은 두렵지 않아요. 두렵진 않네요.
It's the reason that G-Corp Otis is not very good, even though she does have a niche. She only has 1 coin skill, so if at any point she rolls tails, you just lose. Sinclair in this IT makes this chapter much more amusing. Are you like Clerk Faust damage? I mean, it's a lot of damage.
이 정도면 훈장감.
Inquisitors 3, it really likes this. This line. Groups of Inquisitors continue to assail us. Who are they, and why are they so fixated on taking my head?
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
What are you wearing, Sinclair? My ass kicking outfit shakes maracas threateningly. It's just funny. Wait, y'all actually know how to play the game? Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's weird, right? Thank God he's not clashing. It's weird to find somebody who knows how to play video games, isn't it? In this day and age, content is tied to how bad you are a lot of the time, and you know.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
I don't know why I used shove. That was a terrible idea, but whatever. DM fans aren't supposed to know how to read and play the game.
이단이 휘청거리는군. 죽음으로
Read in
참여하라.
this game? Yeah. Just pair random high percent colors? No, that's what you're supposed to do.
너무 쉽잖아.
I just look for whichever ones are going to win the clash most often, and then they still don't, so you know. These are the easy stages. No, this is technically the end game of this currently. Sinclair's stagger threshold. Yeah, that's the thing that he's good at, is not getting staggered.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
I don't know why I used his purple. It's not going to get a chance to go off. Excuse me. Alright. That is enough, sir. Alright. This is not going particularly well. This is still wave 1.
기간이 휘청거리는군. 흑! 죽음으로 참여하라.
These are the easy stages of the end game? Yeah, that's fair. Do I have enough? I do not. Alright, dark blue it is. Even... No, I can just do that. Wow! Sinclair is terrible at winning classes today. And, whoa, 21? I guess she didn't take any damage last turn. Meanwhile, Sinclair has already lost all of his clashes for this turn. Is N-Corp Rodian good? N-Corp is Rodian's best identity right now. She does way too much to not use. Plus, it synergizes really well with the bleed stuff that we already have in the game. So, that just makes it even better.
교전 시작합니다.
두렵진 않네요.
Well, Nails doesn't really matter for her, because Nails is mostly a mere salt ID thing.
다음을 부탁해요. 두렵진 않네요.
표적 무력화.
Look, I'm gonna
완전 무력화.
I'm gonna keep using Sinclair because this is very clearly his chapter. Okay.
이걸로 나는 더 높은 자리.
Yeah, I don't need to hear that. Silent Night. Oh, that was the song Karan was humming too. We've reached the town of Kao. A familiar song welcomes us, followed by the morbid sight of trees festooned with horrifying things. Okay.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
Is N-Corp Mirasalt the only identity whose defensive skill has an ability? No, it's not. Kurakuma Rodian's has one too. The smoke that was faintly visible through the bus windows covered the whole town.
난장판이네요, 정말. 그런데 어디서 익숙한 노랫소리가 들리는 것 같지 않아요?
나 이 노래 알아. 그 뭐더라. 눈이 더럽게 많이 오던 날만 되면
전쟁 때 병사들 사기 올린다고 이거 틀 때마다 진짜 힘이 쭉 빠졌는데.
Song evoked various memories in the group. For me, I'm not sure. It's definitely familiar, but it doesn't bring up any clear images in my head. However, I could still feel a faint splash of feeling from deep in my heart. Maybe I knew this song before I lost my memory. This mist of emotion roused inside me, though. It doesn't feel precious or warm. An ache. An inexplicable sting is what I felt.
맞아요. 그날도 이렇게 눈이 쌓여 있고 노래가 들리던.
The trees before us were decorated with grim ornaments. All sorts of internal organs and mechanical parts were hung from the branches, as if someone put people's innards on full display.
이건 너무 지독한 거 아니야?
클래식. 아니, 키치하군.
근방에 생존자는 없다.
There are no survivors nearby. Thanks. Then, everything finally fell into place. It's just like...
마이크 테스트.
A piercing sound caused the group to cover their ears.
모두 즐거운 성탄절 보내고 있나? 고요하지는 않지만 거룩한 밤이지.
Isn't Christmas still a fair way off?
네, 한참이죠.
내 이름은 크로머. 순수를 사랑하는 파괴주의자, 그리고 망치를 치는 자.
Cromer.
이곳을 어떻게 넘어왔는지는 모르겠지만 너희는 지금 사유지를 침범 중이지. 왜냐하면 여긴 보다시피 목과 망치가 심판 중인 신성한 구역이거든. 내 장식이 마음에 들려나 모르겠네. 길은 잘못 들어왔다 치고 지금이라도 얌전히 돌아가주면 너그럽게 벌금만 매겨주지. 왜냐하면 오늘은 성탄절이니까.
No, it's not.
아, 그 전에 잠깐. 거기 귀도 있어?
Is Guido there? Hey,
이곳에
boy.
있나니?
They both have red names, actually.
혹시 말이야. 거기에 이단이 있나?
The massive man named Guido who responded to her turns to us. He intently stares into each of us until his eyes fall upon me. He gazes at me for a very long time. Although he was wearing a mask, those eyes of his, they froze us completely still, as if his glare nailed us to the ground.
순수하지 아니한 자와 그들의 추종꾼이 함께합니다.
Christmas is every day.
그리고 말씀하신 그 아이도
뭐야, 내 싱클레어가 돌아왔어? 날 보러 와, 싱클레어. 난 네가 알던 그곳에 있어.
Okay.
그럼
I can hear Sinclair grinding and gnashing his teeth. He made a dreadful noise. I couldn't be sure if it was from hatred or fear.
나머지는 처리의 기도 아니면 내가 나서야 하나? 그래도 되는데.
지는 자께서는 불순한 것을 두드리는 일에 집중하소서.
Okay.
좋아, 좋아. 우리 정화 작업을 계속하자고. 그럼 모두 메리 크리스마스.
It's not Christmas. A number of inquisitors gathered around Guido. He stands firm behind them. He's not making any movement, but his presence alone is threatening enough. An intense aura of hostility was radiating straight from him. These guys are really overdosed on the Kool-Aid, huh? Yeah. It makes sense, but it's a very stupid title. And it's also stupid that Faust is them in one universe. But oh well. Thank God Sinclair is not clashing.
머리통 박살내주마.
27? Why is she rolling so high? What? I don't know how long of a story Demian is,
확인 사살, 표적, 무력화.
to be honest with you. Faust's S3 is an ego. I'm just wondering why she's rolling 30, because that is not a number I have seen to this point. Why is that dominating? Okay, well, I guess.
참여하게 되리라.
Oh, I didn't even see how many waves there were in this fight. LCCB Ishmael might not be a good idea. Now that I think about it. Also, one of these guys isn't even gonna die this turn. Because he won his clashes, of course. Maybe. Okay, yeah, we're good.
자.
Ah.
너무 쉽잖아.
Sinclair is such a goofy character in this right now. I wish that wasn't unopposed. Oh, this is going to be a terrible turn. Hold on. Can Sinclair ego? Nope. What about Ishmael? Nope. This is not going to be a good turn for me. Shove actually won despite being a struggling option. I'm sorry, did Sinclair win his clash there? What? I mean, I guess the possibility exists, but I was not expecting it. What level is this again? 312, I think? It's either that or 313, one of the two. Okay, yeah, you didn't win the second time. That makes sense. All these are unopposed.
교전 시작합니다.
죽음으로 참여하라.
I don't like them being unopposed because it means that there's attacks that are going into other people.
표적 무력화.
Alright, so Guido's gonna be on the
확인
last
사살.
wave then. That guy just died in one
완전
attack.
무력화.
He wasn't even trying.
이단을 정화했다.
Power of Mariachi wins against clock phobia. Isn't it temporophobia?
표적 확인. 표적 완전 무력화.
Oh, what level? It's 22. If you actually mean the level the game recommends. Oh, the big guys are in this one. Hello, Guido. You don't really do much, do you? Or at least you didn't in the dungeon, and you were lower level there. Here. Yeah, I can do that. I still can't use Impending Day. I am not getting good, materials for it right now.
정화.
Oh, sweet. I got the... No, I didn't want to roll heads. That's terrible.
뜨거운
Suffered a lot on
불꽃이
3/6 with a full
마음을
slash
녹일
pierce
수
comp.
있다면.
Yeah, see, that's the issue, though. They just resist those damage types. The actual fight isn't that hard. It took a while, though.
이단이
Using base
휘청거리는군.
Heathcliff for this fight? I mean, we're doing fine. I don't think we need to switch to him. Guido hasn't done anything yet. There he goes. He doesn't worry me. He has a lot of defense and HP, but once his minions are gone, he's not going to stand a chance. That's unfortunate. Alright, Faust, I see how it is.
표적 확인.
How did I... Oh, fourth match flame, right. Obviously going to use Snag Harpoon for the passive. Ugh. Hate that. Okay.
교전
Whatever.
시작합니다.
Faust might be dead? That's fine. We don't lose anything rewards-wise if Faust dies. Did I just pursuance the guy that was about to die? I did. Oh well, it's a heal. I'll take it. Oh, Sinclair won his clash somehow. Cool. He's going in. Sinclair is proving his worth right
이단이
now.
휘청거리는군.
Look at him go. He's having the time of his life, truly.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
Just his inner Mexican. Why do you keep doing this to me? Okay. Let's go.
지금은 그렇지 않아요.
Because this turn really doesn't matter with how many actions I have. They are both dead. Without doubt. He has 19 Tremor. I've gotten Tremor up to like 40 in the dungeon before, but I never have anything that can burst it, so it doesn't matter.
표적 완전 무력화.
Sinclair's
이단을
sweet.
정화했다.
He's a good boy, I told you that. Isn't one of LCCB Ishmael burst Tremor? I think so, but it's the third one, and I don't get that very often. Yeah, I know Tremor isn't worth building around, but if you can
힘든
get it to
상대였어요.
trigger, it's still nice.
저자가 완전히 정신을 차리기 전에 우선 도망치죠.
수치스러운 소리를 잘도 짓거리는군. 승기를 잡은 군인은 적을 두고 꽁무니를 빼지 않는다.
지금 군인 정신이 중요할 때예요?
Ishmael is right. That's not someone we can beat easily.
철수하겠습니다.
Otis reluctantly backed down. Sinclair, do you know what that Cromer meant by that familiar spot?
그건...
Sinclair shook. He was seemingly overwhelmed with dread. But I could also see a teeth-grinding anger in him that surpassed his fear. Looking at him, a thought blossomed in my mind. You need to talk, Sinclair. Tell us what you know, and you'll prevent half the deaths we might suffer.
작전의 성공률도 올라간다. 효과적인 정보를 기대하지.
I hope I'm doing the right thing as the manager. Sinclair shook his head upon hearing my words, breathed in, and finally opened his mouth after some struggle.
우리 집이요. 크로머는 분명 그곳에 있을 거예요.
너 그 자식이랑 아는 사이였냐?
Kind of more of a rupture kind of guy. Gregor is actually just a survive kind of guy. He doesn't really care about the debuffs.
아, 젠장. 하도 귀가 찢어질 뚜두서대서 머리가 다 지끈거리네.
학교에서 만났어요.
저런, 혹시 친구였어? 친구라면 잘 타일렀으면 좋겠는데.
친구 아니에요. 크로머는 우리 가족들을 죽였어요.
오케이.
미안해.
Prosthetic head hanging from a tree slowly turned to face us. Lights and sparks occasionally flickered within.
싱클레어 왜 돌아온 거니?
싱클레어? 이웃들이야?
Rhodia asked while looking at the dismembered prosthesis.
그런 것 같아요. 아니었으면 좋겠지만요.
Sinclair replied, watching with a grim look on his face as their bare wires sparked and short-circuited. Thanks, Care. Heartily. You could say that, yeah. That was a great time to show up. Thanks for the 32 months as well. What a time for a raid. The robotic head soon stopped moving, only emitting discordant things. Then, a song begins to fill the air. All the heads hung from the trees are singing the same song. The carol leaking through the vocal units of so many lifeless heads lands on the flames below. Yeah, Chapter 3 is rough so far.
이들에게 이단이란 건 역시 의체 보유자를 말하는 것이군요.
도시의 의체 보유자들이 보이게 된 지 꽤 오랜 시간이 흘렀지만 여전히 그들의 모습을 보고 이질감을 느끼는 사람들은 많죠.
저희 마을은 K사 의체 산업의 성지라고 불릴 정도로 주민 대부분이 하이엔드 의체 부품 제작에 종사하고 있었어요.
아.
크로마는 오래전부터 계속 우리 마을을 주시했던 거예요.
네 가족도...
네. 저희 아버지는 신생 의체 회사의 대표였어요. 그래서...
아니, 제가 보기엔 이자들에게 그런 거창한 사상 따위는 없어요. 그냥 광기와 폭력에 매료된 미치광이죠.
Ishmael asserted to him. After a while of staring at the Christmas trees decorated with his neighbors. That is certainly a sentence. Sinclair turned to me.
관리자님, 예전부터 여쭤보고 싶었던 게 있어요.
No, Kiwi. Cromer's a member of N Corp. What is it?
기분이 어떠세요?
feel?
네. 머리 대신 의체를 달고 있는 기분이 어떻냐고요.
I was a little taken aback since I've never had anyone ask that kind of question before. The issue is that there's no way to know how I might have felt before I got a clock for a head. That's...
따지려 드는 게 아니라요. 무례한 질문이었겠죠? 죄송해요.
No need. It's alright. The other sinners were a billion times ruder to me with their daily interactions anyway. I'm afraid I can't answer that. I don't remember a single thing about my life before this clock.
그러시군요. 항상 궁금했어요. 머리 대신 다른 것이 자리를 잡았을 때의 기분은 어떤지. 가족들은 모자를 쓰고 시계를 걸치는 것과 다를 바 없다고 말했지만 저는 아무리 떠올리려고 해도 잘 상상이 되지 않더라고요. 그 덕에 저만 유일하게 살아남았지만요.
I'm sure the procedure seemed terrifying at such a young age. You don't have to feel guilty about that.
아니에요. 그런 게 아니에요. 전 단테 씨 생각처럼 그렇게 무고한 사람이 아니에요.
Sinclair quietly hung his head. I racked my brains for an appropriate reply, but no suitable words of comfort came up. Only the unpleasant sounds of sparks and flames filled the street.